Hello friends, my name is Manoj from BXT Geek. In today's tutorial, I will let you know how you can secure your WordPress website. In order to secure your website, first you need to go to your dashboard. So as you can see here, currently I am into my dashboard of my website. You have to head over to the plugin, select add new, search for a plugin name iTheme. So here is a plugin iTheme Security, formerly Better WP Security. As you can see here, there is 1 plus million active installation. So like lots of people are already using this, so you need to hit install now. Wait for some time to install this, and now click on activate. So we successfully install our plugin. Now we have to go to the dashboard and select the security and then settings. Okay, so these are the settings. Go to the security check. Okay, so they are already suggesting us few things. Just enable, just tick mark this and select secure site. So okay, select redirect http request to https, select it, activate network brute force, activate this thing, and your website is almost secure now. Means what it is previously, it is more secure than now. Okay, now close it. So now this is the dashboard that you have. So from the security check, you can perform the various check in your website. Now the other option is a global setting. You can select configure setting. So there are lots of options like write to the file. So you need to check this file because you when you select this option, it will tell us to that this plugin will write on the file, that is wp-admin wp-config.php and .std is this file, and just make it they all set to the default. Now you need to see this ban threshold, ban lock period, and lock period. So basically what it is, let's suppose someone is trying to log in into your website, and if they are getting lots of, like they are searching for different pages in your website but they are not getting, so first time it will getting banned for 15 minutes, and this period is 7 days. Like first time it will ban for 15 minutes, after the 7 days, and if he tried to attempt like 3 times, then it will permanently ban from our website. So we'll also see this option later on. Now you need to just set all those things to default, no need to change anything. Save setting. Other option, you are on notification center. Okay, you also need not to do anything because this is a plugin that something is happening in your website, it will trigger an email. Okay, so if you want you can also other email here as well. So just leave this as default, you don't need to change anything. Then there's a user group. So let's suppose you have a very big website, a membership website or something, so you can also assign a particular permission or security to those particular user. So it's a very good option that you can enable it from user group. Now the 404 detection, it is one of the most important thing. Just enable this thing. So what it will basically do, it 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 if let's suppose if someone is trying to log in into or searching some unwanted pages, like within 5 minutes, if he search for 20 pages, let's make it 7. Okay, if within 5 minutes he searched 7404 pages, then he get a warning message that you already set it in this um, journal settings. Okay, so save this. Now everything look good. Now away enable mode, it's a very good mode if you want to enable it, but let me just show you what exactly it is. Let's suppose you are uh, managing your site on a particular interval. Let's suppose from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. you will only maintain your site, so you can set a login time by that time. So in that particular time, if you want to log in into your site, you can log in it. Otherwise you are unable to do that. But for the meanwhile, I want to just disable this functionality. Okay, so we get some other option like ban user. You can also just leave the setting as a default, no need to change anything. And this database backup, it's already enabled, don't need to change anything. Go to the file change detection, enable it. So what basically it will do, if something is getting changed, it will give an error and it will ignore some file, because there are lots of time what happen, like a Google API is want to write something, or your AdSense is want to run something. So that's the reason, just don't change anything. Let's make this thing to default. Save changes. Now the file permission thing is there. Show detail. If you want to set a file permission in your WordPress website, then you can use this option as well. This, now there are two important things. One is the local brute force, and the another one is the network brute force. So first let's understand what exactly is local brute force. So local brute force is something when someone is trying to log in into your website. So it will protect that from you. Let's suppose uh, it is allowing someone to log in 5 times. They can only try for a 5 time, and the maximum login attempt for per user is like 10 attempts minimum is of, and it will ban for 5 minutes. So make this thing as a default, it will be useful. And let's now see about what is network brute force. So basically there are lots of people who are using this theme. So what you can basically do, what how this will help you, let's suppose there are 1 million people are using this tool. So when someone is trying to hack into someone's website, so it will detect, okay, this IP is trying to hack the WordPress website. So it will update us in the network. In the network, it seems like all the people who are using this plugin, and so it will automatically block all those IP that are trying to hack someone. So it's a very great feature that you need to enable it. The password requirement, it will suggest us to every user to set a strong password. The another one is the SSL. We already have a SSL. As you can click on this lock icon, you will see here connection is secure. There's a system tweak you want to, if you want to enable it, there are lots of cool things that you can do here, like system file. Let's enable this. It will protect someone to access these files. Okay, don't enable this. Just go there and PHP in upload. That no, if you click on this, no one will upload a PHP file in your. So just make this thing like this, and you are good to go. Save changes. Later on, this WordPress salt is there. It's same as the password requirement. Like it will suggest you to set a strong password. WordPress tweak. So if you want to change this setting, you can also change it, but I won't suggest you to change it for now. So just ignore this setting. No need to do anything here. Now one more important thing that you can do here, for that you need to head over to the advanced and the all settings are set perfectly, just go to the hide backend. So from what you can do here, let's rename it to bxt gig. Okay, for the time being I'm setting this. So what basically it will do, Napster audio slash wp admin. Okay, so this is the way that we can log in into the WordPress backend, but it is showing us this error. So wp login dot php, let's see whether it's working or not. Okay, same issue. Let's try with the slug that we already provided, and it's working. So this is another very cool feature that you can use with this plugin in order to secure your website. So if you do these things, these things will protect your website, not the best way possible, but it will give you some sort of security over the WordPress default security. So I hope by applying this tutorial, you know how you can secure your WordPress website. I hope it is valuable for you. So if you want these such videos, you can follow my channel, and I'm uploading video on every Saturday, so you can check out my videos. Thank you. Have a great day.